Mark Beeson, or rather, our Mark Beeson, was born in Muncie, Indiana on September 23, 1953. His older sister Becky and younger brother Matt were part of the family too, along with their goat, Billy Bump, and a cat named Hey You. It was clear to Mark's family from an early age that he was an exceptional young man. His talent for drawing began too, and he demonstrated an uncanny ability to focus on the things that mattered to him. He found his place on the platform early in life too, when his high school staged the production of Arsenic and Old Lace. He played a cop with one line, but performed it with such gusto that the whole audience broke into hysterics. I know, it's not that hard to imagine, is it? Mark was the comedian, the entertainer, the leader even then. A special guy like that needs a special girl, and God was preparing someone. Sheila Dawn McNichols was born on October 22, 1954. She was the first child in the family, but she took quickly to her role as big sister when siblings Mindy, John, and Andrew came along. Sheila fell in love with a book called Nurse Nancy as a little girl, and the inspiration stuck with her. She was destined to become a nurse. Maybe God knew that Mark would need a partner who was trained in first aid. And she's always been a true big sister, looking out for her family and the children in Granger Kids Ministry ever since. Mark and Sheila actually met in early elementary school and grew up just a few miles from each other in Greenfield, Indiana. They spent middle school and high school and youth group together, attending Camp Adventure during the summers together too. At some point, Mark figured out that Sheila was a catch, and they went on their first date during high school. Love was in the air, but not without a detour first. With Mark attending Ball State and Sheila at the University of Evansville, they spent a couple of years apart, each hoping the other wasn't dating other people, while they both did just that. But during Mark's senior year, they rekindled their love and were married as soon as he graduated. Mark's first job as a pastor was in 1972 when he was just 18 years old, leading the flock at Cummock United Methodist Church in Muncie, Indiana. Next, they moved to Vincennes First United Methodist Church, where he was the youth pastor from 1977 to 1979. Then he went to Farmland UMC, where he was the senior pastor until 1982. During that time, their first child, Amber, was born. They moved the family to Fort Wayne for the next phase of Mark's calling, where he pastored Fort Wayne Epworth UMC from 1982 to 1986. During that time, Mark and Sheila welcomed their son Aaron and daughter Angela to the family. Then in 1986, Mark and Sheila felt the calling to plant a new church in Granger, Indiana. It was a huge leap of faith. People advised them not to do it. They didn't have extended family or friends waiting for them here. But what they did have was a vision from God to build a different kind of church that would reach people right where they are, and a passion burning in their hearts for people who don't know they matter to God. They started in their living room 33 years ago with just 10 people. And 33 years later, Granger Community Church has impacted literally tens of thousands through the Granger, Elkhart, and online campuses, at the Prison Reentry Center and the Monroe Circle Community Center in South Bend, through a revolutionary movement in India and all around the world. Mark and Sheila, we are so grateful for how you've given your lives to Christ and for how you've given your lives to us. We're closer to Jesus because of your faithfulness, and our world is different too. Jesus taught that when the kingdom of heaven comes, hearts are healed. The hungry are fed and the lost are found. For 33 years of sacrificing servanthood. For 33 years of godly leadership in our church. For helping us take our next steps toward Christ together. Thank you.